This collection of photographs exposes just how crazy the past was. Even though some of them were taken long before Photoshop and VFX, if you look precisely, you'll see that they acquired more than one could have imagined. So without further ado, here are the 40 vintage photos that show way too much. The first photograph features a cute couple, Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson, on the set of the Harrod experiment in 1973. The age difference raised eyebrows, and they married in January 1976. Although the marriage lasted 6 months, they got separated by November of that year. In this photo, Tina Louise is wearing a leopard print and net bikini. It's a picture before her debut on Gilligan's Island as Ginger. Playing Ginger was somewhat career suicide for the actress, who was a rising superstar when this photo got captured. Here we have a young Hollywood couple, LEIF GARRETT and Nicolette Sheridan, back when they were in a relationship in 1980. Sheridan and Garrett dated intermittently throughout the next 5 years during the 1980s. The following photo got pictured during a swimsuit contest in the 1960s. Unbelievably, bathing suit beauty pageants first appeared in the 1880s. The 3 beauties shown in this image are Marilyn Monroe, Lauren Bacall, and Betty Grable on the set of How to Marry a Millionaire 1953. They played models who rented a lavish Manhattan penthouse to lure wealthy men. This snap captures groovy Barbara Bouchet in the 1960s. She got her debut as a dancer on the K-Pix Dance Party, a San Francisco television show in which she appeared from 1959 to 1962. She then relocated to Los Angeles to pursue modeling and acting. The bold woman you're looking at is Loretta SWIT, who gained fame for playing Major Margaret and earned the nickname Hot Lips. The name helped her to establish the relationship between the characters. The upcoming image illustrates the classic style and timeless beauty of Grace Slick in the 1960s. She was the lead singer of the rock band and a key figure in San Francisco. This picture of Clint Eastwood got clicked at his apartment building in Los Angeles in 1956. He liked to claim that he had been drafted into the army during the Korean War and had spent his whole military career working as a lifeguard at Fort Ord. Later on, he landed a career in acting. Sigourney Weaver got photographed by Helmut Newton in Los Angeles in 1983. This photo was part of a photo shoot with Newton. Although it seemed like an accident of spontaneity, it was not. The photo got clicked in 1965, featuring Jimmy Stewart and Raquel Welch attending the UK premiere of Flight to the Phoenix. Although Jimmy appeared in Flight to the Phoenix, Raquel was only beginning her career in Hollywood. Next, we have a picture of Patsy and McClenney as Morgan Fairchild in 1975. She used this particular talent to boost her career. Around the time of this photo, she also appeared on several other shows. The photo got clicked by the time Hayley Mills made her appearance in Pretty Polly in 1961. She has received a BAFTA award for the most promising newcomer to leading film roles. While the romance in the movie went flop, her acting career progressed. Jacqueline Bisset got captured during the production of the 1977's hit The Deep. It was a thriller based on the Peter Benchley novel of the same name, starring Bisset and Nick Nolte. This image features a confident and bold American actress known for her principles and discipline. This picture was taken during her chorus performance. Look at these beautiful, unedited vintage photos, and you will surely understand why they are still discussed decades later. Next, we have the photographs that depict the stills from the movie Change of Mind, starring Mary Tyler Moore and Elvis Presley. It was Elvis's 31st and last film. In this photograph, Peter Mayhew and Kenny Baker are seen relaxing on the set of The Empire Strikes Back. Peter was tall and hairy, while Kenny was short. This snap features a young Jacqueline Smith in the 1960s. She was most famous for playing Kelly Garrett in Charlie's Angels. In this picture, she got pictured wearing a bikini set. She got offered the role of Victoria Winters on Dark Shadows in 1968. Goldie Hawn started her dance career when she was young and achieved modest success in that industry. It's difficult to imagine her doing anything other than acting, but before all of that, she was a dancer. This photograph showed Mr. B's Hamburgers in 1954. It was a fast food restaurant located at the southeast corner of 38th and Fauntleroy in West Seattle. What better place to skate than Venice Beach? Here's a picture depicting roller skating at Venice Beach in 1980. Although it has a long history dating back to 1735, it lost popularity in the early 1900s. But when the disco era sprung up, it found its place. This photograph highlights the natural beauty of Jodie Foster in 1982. In 1982, Jodie Foster was only 20 years old and had been a successful actress since 1968. She looks nothing like the character she played in this picture. This picture shows Priscilla Presley modeling an outfit for B&Bo in 1975. She launched the clothing boutique B&Bo after separating from her famous husband, and in this photo, she's posing for the advertisements. In this picture, Cheryl Teagues is wearing white linen. She has often been called the first supermodel. She got her break in 1964 at the age of 17. This photo captures John Belushi and Bill Murray on the set of Blue Brothers in 1980. Bill Murray was not one of the Blues Brothers, but he did show up on the movie set. In this photograph, Sammy is serenading his guests, Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, on the Sammy Davis Jr. show. It aired 15 times in 1966. Unfortunately, it ran into problems before it even premiered, but they attempted to overcome them with a spectacular first episode. This gallery has a collection of vintage photos that make you gasp and reveal way too much. The following image is of Apollonia Cotero, Miss San Pedro. In the 1980s, she worked as a model and cheerleader for the Los Angeles Rams. She dropped out of school at 16 to pursue a career in model and won the Miss San Pedro beauty pageant. In this picture, Stevie Nicks is performing on stage with Fleetwood Mac in 1976. She was dubbed the reigning queen of rock and roll by Rolling Stone and began her career as a duo with then boyfriend Lindsey Buckingham. Reverend Elton Pointer and Sarah Pointer are featured in our next photograph. Their passion for music grew into a desire to make music that fused jazz and bebop into their style. The following image shows Marilyn Monroe working out in 1952 at the age of 26. She was a popular American actress and model who became one of the most famous sex symbols of the 1950s and early 1960s. Adam West appears in this photograph from the set of the 1966 film Batman. He first appeared on the big screen as Batman in 1966. After playing Batman in both the television series and the film, he became typecast. Next, we have Julie Christie, a picture-perfect example of beauty. She made her stage debut in 1957, and her first role that caught her attention was in A for Andromeda in 1961. Elke Sommer, a German actress, entertainer and artist, is featured in our upcoming photograph. She was a famous actress in the 1960s and 1970s. She rose to popularity as a pin-up girl and appeared in Playboy in September 1964 and December 1967. In this 1962 photograph, Jack Cassidy and his wife Shirley Jones pose with their sons Sean and Patrick. They were very talented as a family. Jack Cassidy not only sang and acted, but he also directed. Shirley Jones, his wife, appeared in several musical films. The next image is of Elizabeth Montgomery, who began her career in the 1950s before becoming well known in the late 1960s as Samantha Stevens, the beguiling star of Bewitched. Next, we'll meet Alan Reed and Jean Vanderpyle, who played Fred and Wilma Flintstone. Jean Vanderpyle was not only Fred Flintstone's wife, but also a television actor who provided voices for other characters, such as Rosie. Here's a cool photo of Fleetwood Mac from the Rumours album photo shoot in 1977. This photo got used for the Rumours' iconic cover, and it was quite different from the one from the photo shoot. Our next image depicts Valerie Bertinelli at the age of 17. In this photo, she appears to be channeling Rhoda Morgenstern style with her colourful bold attire and the hair wraps. The second last photo features Frank Zappa and Mothers of Invention. The Soul Giants was formed in 1964. When Ray Collins and the original guitarist fought, Collins invited Frank Zappa to join them. The last photograph depicts the person responsible for songs such as Bad Moon Rising and Proud Mary, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Sound is a mashup of several styles, including roots rock, swamp rock, southern rock and blue-eyed soul. That's all for now, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and we'll see you at the next one.